máa ṣílẹ̀ kó báyìí òun ìjẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ràn àwa ò pàdé àdúgbò ibi tó pa àbúrò sí ni ẹ wá wọ sẹ́ńtì à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ́wọ́ àáfà kan wá ń pè é.
Welcome to Africa Today Crime Channel. Do you know liking our video helps it grow faster? Please, today don't forget to like our video, subscribe and share. Thank you.
On June 3rd, 2022, something terrible happened in a community called Ojulafeni, believed to be located in Abeokuta, Ogun State. What happened there will leave everyone asking, what kind of world are we living in today? The main suspect is a 56-year-old man identified as Rashid. He allegedly killed his own cousin, specifically his mother's sister's daughter, who had been brought under his care because the cousin was seriously sick at the time. This Rashid was no native doctor, was not a pastor, was not an afar. Neither was he a herbalist. According to community members, Rashid's mother brought the sick cousin to her father's house, where she lived together with Rashid. People in the area described Rashid as a wicked and heartless man. Everyone knew him for his bad behavior, but nobody ever imagined he could take a human life, especially the life of his own cousin. Days passed, weeks passed, but the cousin's condition showed no improvement. Every evening, around 6 to 7 p.m., neighbors would see Rashid outside. Whenever they asked about the cousin, he would simply say, "She was there, still sick." But behind that response, something darker was growing in his mind. Rashid had already started planning to end the life of the cousin lying helplessly inside the house. At about 9 p.m. in the evening, Rashid allegedly picked up a sharp machete and a pillow. He tiptoed to where the sick cousin was lying, praying silently in her mind for quick recovery and healing. Rashid then pressed the pillow over his cousin's face with full force and energy. The cousin, already weak and unable to resist, could barely struggle. Within moments, Rashid suffocated her to death. Immediately after killing her, Rashid cut off both legs and wrapped the remaining body inside a big rice bag. The rice bag was very big. That night, Rashid tried to dispose of the body, but fear and confusion overwhelmed him. He worried neighbors might see him, so he left the body inside a small room that looked like a storage space. He planned to dump it the next night. But the next night, just when he was preparing to move the body, a friend or neighbor unexpectedly knocked on his door. Rashid, shaking, responded from inside. "Who is that?" The neighbor said he only came to check on him and especially on the cousin who had been sick for long. Rashid replied that the cousin was fine, but he refused to open the door. When the neighbors stepped closer, a terrible odor hit his nostrils. He immediately asked, "What is smelling here?" Rashid claimed it was just death inside the house, but the neighbor became suspicious. "How can you say it was death? I mean, who does that? Who puts death in their house to smell all over everywhere without even thinking of disposing it or discarding it outside?" The neighbor quickly alerted others. About 6 neighbors gathered and knocked repeatedly, calling the cousin's name, but there was no response. The scene began attracting more people. Under pressure, Rashid finally opened the door. The moment they stepped inside, a strong, sickening odor filled the room. They traced the smell and found the decomposing body of Rashid's cousin. The community was shocked. What would a 56-year-old man want to do with human parts, if I may ask? How could someone who struggled all his life believe money rituals would suddenly change his fate? Police officers later arrived at the scene. Inside the room, they made another shocking discovery. Rashid had already dug a pit inside his own room, intending to secretly bury the cousin there. Neighbors forced Rashid to carry the body on his head that night to the spot where they planned to bury it, temporarily until police took over. At the time he was caught, an Alfa was calling his phone repeatedly. It was later said that the Alfa had been directing the ritual process and instructing Rashid on what to do. Days later, the Alfa was arrested as well. The entire community gathered and demanded justice. They also called on local authorities, including the community chairman, to take the matter seriously. Rashid later confessed that he killed his cousin because he wanted to use the body parts for money ritual. When police asked him what he removed from the body, he replied, "The legs." Rashid removed the leg. Truly, wonder shall never end. Even an elderly man still looking for quick money through human sacrifice. Imagine. Why was he looking for such amount at his age? 56 years old man looking for quick wealth. Imagine. What did he even want to use the money for, if I may ask? This case is a reminder of how dangerous desperation can be and how wickedness can hide inside familiar faces. Please, everyone, stay safe out there.
lójú ayé láì ti ìdàkẹ́ oorun náà bá sì ọlọ́run jẹ́ gbogbo àṣà rẹ̀ kí ni yẹn ṣe rí nìyẹn tó buhari ìsàlẹ̀ wọn á pọ̀ ọlọ́pàá yẹn mú ẹ̀rọ ẹnìkan lọ sọ́fíìsì yìí kó lọ mú kọ́kọ́rọ́ wá kẹ́ ẹ ṣí àǹkọ̀ fọwọ́ ẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó gbèrè iṣẹ́ tó ṣe níta ànáṣẹ́ wa nígbà tí máa di di ẹni tó máa kàn kò sẹ́ni lè ti mú pọ̀ mọ́ ìgbà ànáṣẹ́ wa ní kó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fún àwọn ṣèwà ṣe àǹkọ fún ṣèwà ṣe fún àwọn wáyé. wọ́n ní kò sí kọ́kọ́rọ́ àǹkọ. wọ́n lọ fọ́ kádà kọ́kọ́rọ́ wa dẹ́bí kan tí mo bá wọn sọ ṣó ti yé yín sìn tó wọ́n á sọ fún àwọn ẹ̀ kó fà lọ́wọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó gbé eru ẹ tí ọ̀rá stand.
onígbọ̀n ẹlẹ́rù ni ó gbé.
ẹlẹ́rù ló máa gbé náà ẹ jẹ́ kó gbé eru wọ́n èrò tí pọ̀ jù.
àárọ̀ àná láàárín àwọn èèyàn láti àdúgbò yìí tó wá complain fún wa pé ẹni yẹn ń gbẹ́lẹ̀ ní òru pé ó dẹ̀ ń gbẹ́lẹ̀ lóru yẹn pé àbúrò ẹ̀ kan dẹ̀ sick pé àbúrò ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ sick yẹn àwọn ò rí láàárọ̀ yìí pé àwọn wá yọjú lẹ́ǹkùlé wọn rí pé ibìkan ó gbẹ́ ibìkan lẹ́ǹkùlé so wọn àráyè wọlé tọ́ọ̀ṣì náà fi wo bẹ̀ àwa rí so wọn wá pé fọmọ chairman tó wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ nísìn pé mi ti di chairman ẹ ká pé chairman tó wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ nísìn aṣá pé wọn náà lókè mọ́sán àwọn ń bọ̀ wọn tó máa padà dé aṣá débí àdéhàdàtọ̀ police station bàtà àdéhàdàtọ̀ dípò ẹnikẹ́ni kan tẹ̀lé wa pé káwọn wo ọkọ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ so tábà ti rẹ́ nìyẹn àlébà wọn mú sílẹ̀ so gọ́sọ̀gù àbá àwọn àtàdébí lànà mo rẹ́ ni wọ́n pè mí kan ti rẹ́ ní ti around wọ́n á pè DPO pé ó ti around kó máa bọ̀ nígbà tí àwa bẹ́ nìyẹn mo bá dúró pé ẹ gbọ́ kí ló dé tí ẹ̀ ń gbẹ́ lóru ó ní ìdọ̀tí wo lẹ̀ ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe lóru ẹ̀ lè ṣe lọ́sàn-án gan àbúrò nǹkan rẹ̀ ò yá àbúrò òun yẹn oníṣẹ́dọ̀tì ẹ̀ sílẹ̀kùn tó máa sílẹ̀kùn báyìí òun ò jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ràn làwọn òpàlẹ̀ àrẹ pé ibi tó pa àbúrò ẹ̀ sí ni ẹ̀ wá wọ́sẹ̀ nípò à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ́wọ́ àáfà kan wá ń pè lórí fóònù wà ní fẹ́lẹ́ bá fa ẹ̀ lọ́ bá fa kankan nǹkan tá a ṣe sọ yìí àfi ká ṣe ìjọ à ń sọ yẹn lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá dé bá ṣe pé wọn so bá fa ọlọ́pàá lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn.
wọn ò dẹ̀ wá rí àáfà yẹn náà.
wọ́n rí mú.
wọ́n rí àáfà náà.
yes wọ́n rí mú lánàá.
ṣé kì í sọ ohun tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn.
èmi mọ tó ń fẹ́ gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn lọ́jọ́ mọ tó ń tà fúnra wọn.
àbí ohun tó bá mú ìyá aláró àti àáfàá àtọ́jọ́ ń ṣe wọléwọ̀de ẹ mọ̀ pé ó ní bá nú nù. ìyá aláròrè kò ní rẹṣọ sí funfun àáfàá sì kò ní wọṣọ dúdú.
ní Rashidi wípé ó mà ti gbẹ̀mí lẹ́nu àbúrò rẹ̀ ní ọmọ àbúrò ìyá rẹ̀ ilé ìtarò ìyá tí wọ́n gbé jì í pé kó máa ṣètọ́jú ẹ̀